This module explains how Gate Developer handles and organizes source text documents. We'll cover loading and viewing documents and navigating some of the document annotation tools. Let's get started on an example project by loading a document. When Gate Developer imports documents, it converts them into a special format required for processing. These loaded documents, called Gate documents, can be exported or saved in a data store for future use in Gate Developer and other Gate Suite components. Saving and exporting documents will be covered later. In the Resources pane, right-click on Language Resources. The New option appears. Click on New and from the display choices, select Gate Document. The parameters for a new Gate document dialog displays. The name field located across the top of the dialog is for a document name. In this tutorial, we'll leave that blank. Gate Developer automatically creates a name using the file name plus a unique identifier. The unique identifier allows you to work with multiple copies of the same source document. Beneath the name field, several additional parameters are listed. The 4 displaying check marks are required. 3 of these already have default values that we won't change. The 4th required parameter is the source text for the Gate document. The source type defaults to source URL. We can either type the file name or use the Browse button, located to the right of the field, to navigate to the desired file. You can also type a text string into the field as a source document, which is useful for quick testing purposes. Click the Browse button to navigate to our documents. The Select a File dialog opens. Navigate to the folder where you have stored our example documents. Highlight Example Doc 1 XML, then click on Open. Please note that Gate Developer requires that all file and folder names contain no spaces. The example files we use have underscores in the names to ensure Gate finds the document correctly. We must specify the document encoding to properly load the documents. We'll enter UTF-8 in the encoding field. Also note that markup aware is set to true. This enables Gate to read XML or HTML tags and automatically create a set of annotations from them. If you set this parameter to false, the annotations will not be created and the tags will be displayed as text when the document is viewed in the display pane. Having made all the necessary changes, we'll click OK. The dialog closes and the document appears in the Resources pane, indented under Language Resources. Let's look more closely at a Gate document. To display its content, double-click on the example document in the Resources pane. This particular document happens to be a patent. Note that the text display does not include its XML tags. This is because we selected Markup Aware when we loaded the document. Simply opening a document enables manual annotation. Therefore, the display pane changes to include the tools necessary for performing that annotation. The tools appear as buttons across the top of the display text. In addition, the document name itself appears at the top of the pane next to Messages. You navigate around the display pane by clicking on the appropriate heading. From the buttons above the document, let's click on Annotation Sets. A new pane appears to the right of the document. If we click on the arrow displayed with original markups in this new pane, we see the annotation set created automatically from the document's XML tags. Each annotation is color-coded and includes a checkbox. Selecting a given annotations checkbox highlights the corresponding text in the document with the appropriate color. We may select multiple annotations. Now, let's click on the button Annotations list. Another panel opens beneath the document. This pane lists the previously selected annotations by their type, set, beginning and ending position within the document and unique ID. We highlight a specific annotation by clicking on its row in the Annotations list. This causes the corresponding text block within the document to flash. You may close these annotation panels by clicking a second time on the corresponding buttons above the document. Now we'll close the document itself by right-clicking on the document name at the top of the display pane and select Hide. Note that the document is still available in the Resources pane on the left. Using the methods we just covered, you can load and view multiple documents in Gate Developer, although the number may be restricted by memory constraints. For large projects, Gate Developer requires a data store, which manages memory constraints by controlling the loading and saving of documents, and preserves Gate documents for subsequent use.